So this album is this is our first time doing a Kanye West album.
Kanye.
Alright, so the backstory of Kanye.
So-
where do we start?
I'll start off with some positives. He was a producer for Jay-Z's albums way back in the day.
Wait, he was?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
started off.
That's how he started off. He
I
produced some of Jay-Z's biggest albums.
I thought Jay-Z was his own producer too.
Well, he is, but like
So
Kanye produced a
wasn't
lot of those.
Kanye.
He produced a lot of those early stuff, and then he had his own career starting with The College Dropout. Probably one of his best albums.
My personal favorite.
Honestly, this one's up there though.
This is probably
This one's
one
up
of his
there.
most famous albums, though, because this came out like at the peak of like Kanye, I'd say.
It's so fucking stacked.
This was around the time where the Taylor Swift incident happened. This album came out in 2010.
Oh, this is when he stepped up on stage in front of
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yep, this is when that happened. And
That's when that. Holy.
it's
fuck.
around this time at least.
Damn.
So display
Oh,
what you
shit.
think of Kanye, because we don't need to go into all the specifics, because a lot of this.
He did watch 21 Jump Street.
did
and
watch
Jonah
21
Hill
He's
saved
feeling
it.
a little better.
Yeah, we won't
Yeah.
talk about that stuff because it doesn't really pertain to this album.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that for another day.
We'll
Let's
just say
just
what?
get into the album.
If you
Yeah,
have any
let's just start. Can I
bad
take
thoughts
a look
about
at the,
certain
case?
types of people,
Is
watch
there case
21
candy?
Jump Street as
Yeah,
Kanye
you gotta
says.
look inside of it.
Oh wait, why is this blurred out on Spotify?
Because
That's not
well,
the
that's
album.
not the actual picture. That's the deluxe edition picture. The original, it's like a guy and a girl naked next to each other.
They're fucking. Alright, so to dive right in, Dark Fantasy. The very
I like
first
the
song.
opening track.
I
think
like the opening
starts off
track as
heavy.
well.
yeah, I think it's really cool. It kind of tells you how a lot of the album's gonna sound.
Yes, and this pretty much sets it up for the fucking spectacle genius of Kanye West on this album.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this album has a lot of stacked
Yo,
songs.
what?
Like,
It's so fucking
Yo,
stacked.
what?
What
Luke's
are
getting
you
into
doing?
it.
Yo, what? That's kind of dope.
What is it?
It's a fucking
It's
poster.
a poster with
Oh, that's
it.
kind of fire.
And then it's Kanye.
It's got like all the,
Kanye, holy
It's fucking
fuck.
Kanye.
it's
Yeah,
got like
he's
all
young
the
as
song
shit.
credits on there.
He is young as fuck. The
He's
next
a
song
genius.
after Dark Fantasy is Gorgeous, featuring Kid Cudi and Raekwon.
This is a good
That's
song.
this is where you start getting these stacked features, these heavy
I like
hitters.
Yeah.
this one.
I like this one. It's got again one of our favorite Wu-Tang members on there.
Yup.
It's a good song. I really enjoy that one.
Where the
Wait,
fuck is
Raekwon's with that?
Where the fuck is
Raekwon's
this?
a Wu-Tang member, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's another one that appears later in the album, which we'll talk
We'll
about.
get to it. The next one is probably one of the most. This is probably one of the most popular songs on the album. But then we'll get to the other one.
Yeah.
This is Power. This is the hype up song. On
Yeah,
it.
this is probably
Power's the
one-
big song.
Bro, like when this song came out, we put this on in the hockey locker room and we just got hyped the fuck up and ready out.
This
We
is
probably
like
lost
the
a
big
few
party song. This is the big hype up song. You still hear this song in sports arenas to
Oh
this
yeah,
day.
you hear
Like,
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. This is a very iconic song, and I can see why it's the biggest hit off the album.
It is one of
It's
the biggest
probably
hits.
one of his most well-known songs, like ever.
Oh, definitely.
There's another one off this album too, but like this is one of his biggest hits.
Yeah.
Then next one is All of the Lights.
Oh yeah. All
This is the
the
interlude though.
Yeah,
All
all
it starts off,
the instrumental
And then
pretty much.
feeds right into All of the Lights with the Secret feature.
Yeah.
Riri.
Yeah.
No,
I
Queen
think,
Bee.
Damn, I'm retarded.
I think
You are
that's
retarded.
probably like one of my favorite songs off the album.
Yeah,
This one's
I
so
think
good.
All the
This
Lights
is a
probably,
really
like,
good
of my
one. Very
favorites.
well produced. A lot of this album is very
All
well
of the
produced.
lights.
Very catchy.
It's so fucking catchy.
Another one of his more popular songs off this
And-
album.
This one he didn't even pretty much when this album came on and this song came on, you didn't even know it was Rihanna until she started fucking singing.
Yeah.
And we're like, holy shit!
This is a really good one.
Next is probably the most stacked featured song.
Oh fuck yeah. Is it
Monster.
Monster is crazy.
So fucking stacked. Literally, Kanye with Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and Bon Iver.
Yeah.
Who's Bon Iver?
Bon Iver.
Oh, Bonnie.
But what? Did I say that wrong?
That's how he pronounces it, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
Bon
But,
Iver.
but very stacked song. Well,
So
everyone
stacked.
has a great part in it.
Their
Kanye's great.
each
Jay-Z
verse-
is amazing.
I love his part. Even Rick Ross, he has a short part, but it's still bars.
His best part is later in the album. But Nicki, holy shit, she had an amazing part
just
too.
comes
He just goes
Yeah,
off.
she's got a crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the
One of
thing
the
with
songs.
Nicki. I said this earlier, but Nicki, like her solo stuff is maybe mid, some stand out, but when she features, she's full, comes out of the gate swinging.
Yeah.
I won't write off all her solo stuff. You can't tell me Starships is a bad
Oh no,
song.
that's a fire. That's why I said most,
Yeah,
most of her solo
Starships
stuff is
were
mid
meant
to real good.
Yeah.
But when she's a feature, she comes out big dick swinging, big pussy swinging.
Exactly.
She's a girl. I don't
Well,
I don't really know how to
the
word
cheapest
That's
say-
totally what they say.
I guess, but she always talking about
I
her
have,
ass.
I have something to tell you at the end of the video. Nothing negative. It's cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, go on.
Next one is So Appalled.
This is
Another
another
heavy
stacked
stacked
song.
one. It's got Jay-Z again, Pusha T, Sci High, Swizz Beats, and Wu-Tang RZA.
Yeah, no, the other Wu-Tang member in this album. This is another good one. I don't think it's as good as Monster, but it's still a very stacked song.
it's
and
very
a lot
stacked.
Of good hits.
But Monster is another. That's like another hype up.
Yeah.
That's a
This
really.
one's
that's a
not
heavy
as
one.
hype up as the other ones.
This one's kind of tame.
I picked the worst fucking chair to sit in. Jesus H.
Yeah, we
Christ,
might
I'm
need
sorry.
to. We have to exchange that chair next episode with something else.
The next one after So Appalled, that was a good song.
Yeah.
Next one, Devil in a New Dress.
This is
And
one of my
this
favorites.
This is Rick Ross's bigger part on it.
Yeah, featuring Rick
Yeah,
Ross.
this is better. Was this
feature.
the fucking the first line? Was like I fell in love with a porn star.
No, we'll get
No,
to that one.
that's
Okay.
after. That's Blame Game or no?
No, that's the.
That's after Runaway, right?
Yeah,
Hell of a Life.
yeah, but Devil in a New Dress is one of the first ones I heard, and this is one of my favorites. It sounds great. That little bridge in the middle where it builds up to Rick Ross's part, it's just so good.
It's so well produced too. Like
Yeah.
the next, even if you don't know the song, if you hear that, ding, ding,
Fuck
as
yeah.
soon as you hear that, you know exactly what it is, and you know people are going ballistic.
Another huge hit
Runaway.
from this
This
album.
is the biggest one.
Runaway was great.
I seen a video of one of his live performances, and he only played a little bit of it. He had a keyboard out, and he went ding, and everyone just went ah,
Knew
fucking
exactly what
It's
it was.
funny
knew
as
it.
shit.
They're like, yeah, let's go.
I
And
will
then
say,
he started playing.
I think it's a
alone.
little too long, personally.
It is.
I do
the
think
whole,
it's too long.
Like, some songs get away with
it
their
has,
length.
it has
That
Pusha
one.
T on it. as feature.
Oh yeah, they
It's
do
good.
great, but I just think it's a little too long. I know like some of the songs are like 6-7 minutes, but like they work. This one just doesn't work for the length for me.
Well, the
Still a
very
good song.
end with it's just the hum solo and stuff. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you called it.
Someone's never mind. But again, I like that song. It's
This
just
is one of the biggest ones off this
oh
album.
for sure, definitely one of the heavy hitters.
Next is I Fell in Love with a Porn Star, Hell of a Life.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hell of
This
a
one's
Life's
good.
cool.
This is really good.
Yeah, this one's not bad. I do like that part. I think he has some funny lines in this one.
Then Blame Game has another big name
Oh,
on
yeah,
there,
John Legend. Yeah, this one. I'll be honest. The last few songs don't really hit for me personally.
Yeah.
But
They're a little slower because he goes from these like crazy like hype up
mhm.
like meaning songs and that just kind of falls off a little, but still
Yeah,
they're
but
still stacked.
This is
heavy
the. I
fucking
think if I
songs.
remember correctly, this is the one that has like a 3-minute long skit at the end, of like, oh baby girl, oh you're so
Yeah,
amazing. Where'd you
yeah.
learn to do
Yeah,
all this?
yeah.
Easy
and
taught me.
that's-
Easy taught me.
That's Who Will Survive, but we're not at that one yet.
Oh, sorry.
Next one's we're on Blame Game. Next one's Lost in the World with Boniver.
Oh yes, another feature with him. This one's not bad too. This one's
It's another one of the
Yeah.
slower ones on this album.
yeah.
But then the next is Who Will Survive in America, and this has the skit with Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
That's who
the
it is.
closing
Is
track.
it Chris Rock?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that's
closing
Chris Rock,
track?
and it's
Yeah.
funny as fuck.
I
Yeah,
fucking
it's the second to
knew.
last
I knew
track.
Oh.
he was in there.
Wait, Chris Rock is in.
It's not the last track.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Yeah.
So the skit's in Lost in the World.
It's one of the two. I think it's the second to
I,
last. or
I
the
know
last.
the whole skit it's Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It's Chris Rock.
I think some of that
I
is
think the
from
skit's
one of his
funny.
stands up. It is.
It's funny.
hysterical.
I just think it goes on for way
It goes
too
on
long.
for a while.
And
Yeah.
I just kind of got bored halfway
But
through.
it's still so funny.
Yeah, I like the skit.
Yeah,
It's a great
I-
skit.
I see why people like it.
Where'd you learn to fuck? I learned to fuck from yours. I forget who he says.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of goes on too long.
So, what are your guys' final thoughts?
Final thought: this album is super heavily stacked. Like every song on this is a banger or just a good vibe type song. Like you could throw this album on at like a small little party, get together, you're all drinking, chilling, And there's gonna be the songs where everyone's singing, vibing, singing, dancing to.
Yeah.
And then the other ones where everyone's just chilling out, just going with the music, just vibing.
For sure.
And pretty much with this, we said this earlier, but say what you say about Kanye. Dude's crazy. He's kind of a shitty person, but when it comes to music, he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Dude's a mad.
I'll say
a
about
genius.
Kanye, it's like it's one of those instances, kind of like nowadays with Marilyn Manson and shit like that. You kind of have to separate the art from the
I've
artist.
always said
Yeah,
that,
you-
and
you
I've,
have to
I've
do
said
it.
that a lot of times, even
Yeah.
on this show in
Yeah,
particular. You know, you can't.
we'll run into a lot of that with a lot of stuff where the artist is kind of a horrible person, but
The music's
like,
great.
but the music, they still make some good music.
Like recently, his biggest fucking thing was anti-Semitic shit, and then racism he was going off of, but somehow he still makes great music.
Well,
He's a
I don't
horrible
remember
person.
the last time he made a song, but you know,
Well, he just dropped an album, but it wasn't as good. It wasn't like heavy. Like it
talking
wasn't
about
like
Donda.
yeah.
We'll talk about
Because
Donda.
it came out with whatever the one overrated Drake said. Put out.
Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that little thing in another day, because that's a whole story on its own.
Yeah, that's the whole.
But I'll go next,
together.
I guess, with final thoughts. I do like the album. I like quite a few songs, but it's definitely not my favorite Kanye project.
I have basically the same opinion as AJ.
The
Yeah,
the
I like
last
the
few
album.
songs, I just don't really care for at all.
And
to be
I think,
honest.
I think there's some slow
Well,
moments on it too.
you guys already said it. Graduation is one of his best fucking albums.
Well, I say that for the memes, but
Well,
again,
Yeah, I
still.
say that for the meme, but still, yeah.
that's a
That's up there.
I think this album's like got some slower parts, and some of the songs I think are just too long.
yeah. Like I love Runaway, but it's way too long.
Yeah,
If that song was like 6-7 minutes, it would have been perfect. But
we
I
didn't
guess
need
that's
the
just a
whole
personal-
fucking ending.
Yeah, it just went on for too long. A lot of that's my problem with this album, is that a lot of stuff just drags. I understand the intent, but again, it's not for me.
Still a
But
very,
again, a lot of
very
good songs. There's a lot of stuff I like on this album.
Did you finish that yet?
No.
God, I want to try.
I guess Luke, final thoughts.
I remember when this project came out. There's a few songs I remember hearing on the radio.
Oh yeah,
I
there was
remember-
some stuff that was huge on the radio, like all the
Dude,
lights.
that's fire.
I remember when my
Tyler.
cousin Anna had like Apple Music and would play all of her fucking bought, downloaded fucking
Stuff off iTunes.
yeah, like shit like that. And it's like looking back on it now, I'm like I remember some of these songs. I just
Mhm.
don't remember the time that was associated with this album.
When did
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
That's AJ said that earlier. in the
Fuck,
video.
we were in fucking middle school. Holy shit.
grade school.
Yeah, I was in elementary school when this
I
came
think
out.
I just got into.
You were probably
fifth
just in
grade.
middle school when this came out. Yeah. Should we go to
'Cause I remember this
scores?
coming out.
Yeah.
All right,
All
Jake, what do you give this album?
I'm giving this an 8.
8?
It's so
Nice.
heavily stacked. The features do not miss. It's
Oh, for
the
sure.
the very end, like the later half in the album, the last 3-4 songs are a little slower and aren't hitting as much.
Yeah.
They're still vibey, but like it's just
Yeah.
it starts off so heavy, and then keeps that until the last 3, and it kind of just starts to die down.
Yeah.
It's a greatly produced album though too. It's
Oh, for sure. A lot of great producers.
like pretty much everything. This is just showing his talent
Mm-hmm.
with the music skill.
Especially coming off of 808s and Heartbreakers, which is another one of his monumental albums.
Yeah.
That was a very experimental album with all the auto-tune and stuff.
Yep, and this is also old Kanye. Old Kanye has a lot of heavier, like Like,
Mhm.
more powerful, like hitting
Yeah.
songs and shit. More hype up.
You
like,
kind of run away with that. No pun intended. You kind of run away with that in the later half of his
Yeah,
career.
he-
So with stuff
he
like
does.
Donda and Yay.
And
And
he-
not that
where-
there isn't hits, but like,
Life of Pablo, I
Yeah,
think
Life
it
of-
was.
yeah,
that
I'd
one,
put
that one
in
was hit
there,
or
too.
miss for me.
I really like Life of Pablo.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
We'll talk about that another day. So who wants,
Like
to,
one of my
who wants to go
favorites.
next for scores? You want to
Who's
go
going
next?
next?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, what do you give it?
We give it a 7 out of 10.
7.
There's a few problems like I had like the issue with that stupid humming thing that he did at the end of Runaway.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm just gonna skip this.
And
I-
dragging on.
Yeah, I got the basic gist of the song once it ended, but
Mhm.
other than that, the album was pretty good. The bangers were banging.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty good. There's just a few songs that I just don't care for.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, sorry.
The
If,
last few.
if there was a few, like, cuts made,
Yeah.
if it was, like, 8 songs at most, I think this would have been, like, fucking stellar.
Oh yeah. I'll also give it a 7. I guess I was kind of afraid my opinion wouldn't be as popular, but
No, you
I
got
think
great.
it's I'd say same thing as Luke. A lot of songs should have been cut shorter.
On top of the fact that I was never privy to Kanye in any sort of way.
Okay, that's also true. This was my first time going around with this album too, and I
This
think
was-
it's
yeah.
a little overhyped. I
This
won't
was my first
lie.
Yeah.
full listen of this album.
Yeah.
Because I'd listened to other songs and even other songs just been passing me like, oh shit, it is on this album. I didn't even know.
Yeah, a lot of songs on here I have heard before, so I do appreciate them more than I would have if I didn't hear
That's
it before.
why we all have the same thing. It's that whole fucking. It's very stacked. The features don't miss, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just some songs go a little too long, and later half is
Yeah.
Zach.
Alright,
I'm also gonna give this album a 7 out of 10.
okay.
Triple
Yeah.
sevens. It's not my favorite Kanye album.
Can I change mine? I feel left out.
No, you're good.
Yeah. It's not my favorite. I do like it though.
Oh, for sure.
So
Alright, what have you got for
What's
us,
the
Zach?
toss up here?
boys, I got the
Did-
toss.
Did you do the toss already or no?
It's heads.
We're gonna be doing 10,000 Fists by Disturbed.
Oh my god!
Okay.
That's fucking nuts, bro. Another Disturbed
Yeah,
album.
That's a good one.
I've
You
never
remember what the
listened to
Tails
this
option
term
was?
before.
It was the Tails option was 1X by 3 Days Grace.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
Wait, what by 3 days?
1X.
Ooh, another good
That's the
one.
one with Riot on it.
Yup.
Oh, I like that
yeah.
song. Alright, well, I've never heard either of these albums, so I guess.
These are good albums.
Alright.
10,000 fists are in the air.